happy Wellness Wednesday. I hope you're all well and safe and staying safe at home. So for this week, I thought we would do a little hair care sort of section. I mean, it's not my field of expertise. I'm no hairdresser. I'm totally not claiming that I am. But I've been on sort of a little transition with my hair care and I'm super excited about it. I thought I'd share it with you. So hence the lovely hairdress. So I've just jumped out the shower and I've just been using the natural shampoo bar from Southsea Bathing Hut. So I've always focused on sort of natural and organic skincare, but when it comes to hair care, I'd never really given it a thought, which is very, very weird. I don't know why. And I dread to think, like, all of the conventional plastic waste and everything that I've literally been training my hair to become addicted to sort of chemicals and synthetic silicones and all that sort of stuff. I never gave it a thought, which is really crazy. And so Sam and Darcy at Southsea Bathing Hut have literally opened my eyes to the world of organic and natural hair care. So I've been super excited and I've been sort of trialing it and sort of feeling how it feels like on myself. I mean, they gave such amazing advice and I was like, I need to try it. I really need to try it, but never really had the time to sort of focus on it. But obviously during lockdown, it's the perfect time to sort of take that transitional phase because there is a little bit of a period that you need to battle through, but I promise I have quite thin but oily, fly away, flaky hair. It's really weird. And my sister's actually a hairdresser and I sort of said to her, like, why is my scalp like so sort of like, it almost feels like there's like a build up on my scalp, and on my hair it just gets like sort of quite dirty quite quickly, and like through the second day of shampooing I'm like, I have to wash my hair, it's so greasy all the time. So she sort of recommended me sort of like cleansing shampoos, but nothing really worked for me. And it wasn't until I found the natural shampoo bar from Southsea Bathing Hut that I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So yes, I thought I'd show you how sort of I'd use this. I've literally just jumped out the shower and all I do is once I've finished my shower, I'll just put my hair up in like a little turban just to sort of keep the drips off, but I don't towel dry at all. So what you don't want to do is sort of do your usual, you don't want to do that because it's going to start to sort of break the hair a little bit. You just want to sort of finger it through, and then once you're satisfied that it's sort of fingered through, I would then take my hairbrush to it. But you can see it sort of dries quite quickly, which is strange, quicker than like a normal shampoo. So then I would then just take my hairbrush through. But also my hair always used to be really like tangly, so when I've finished shampooing and conditioning my hair, I'd always use another conditioner. I'd always feel like it was really tangly, but with this it's like super easy to just whack my hairbrush through. And obviously with the shampoo bar you don't need to use any extra conditioner because you've got the lovely cocoa butter in there that conditions the hair anyway, so it's like amazing, look at that. So yeah, so I would just brush it through. But what I wanted to do is sort of show you how I would use it, because one of my questions when I was sort of chatting to the girls about it, I was like, but is it going to shampoo and like lather and bubble up as like I'm used to? And it absolutely does. So what I would normally do is obviously damping your hair down in the shower or in the bath or however you would. I keep mine, once I've used it, in this little the little bag that I have for my discovery kit, just to keep it dry. And I've literally just used mine, so it's still a little bit slippery. But it comes lovely and wrapped in like a little greaseproof paper with a lovely little bit of string and tied. It's lovely. So once I've then used it, I would then just keep it in my little soap bag. But we do have soap bags and we do also have like little soap dishes as well. So whatever you have around the house, even if you have like a little cotton bag that you can keep it in, or a little muslin bag or anything, and I just like hang this on my shower head and on like a handle or wherever, just hang it so it dries. But anyway, so I've literally just used it so it's still quite wet. But what I would normally do is my hair would obviously be wet in the shower, and I would literally just swipe from the front of my face back to sort of like the ends of the roots. So I would then sort of use this motion as I'm in the shower, all the way across. And then I would then sort of like grab my lengths, and because my hair's quite long, I would then just sort of brush a little bit through my lengths and ends. And then once I've done that, I would then just sort of like start shampooing. And the lather is amazing. I actually couldn't believe it. And you get the lovely lather from the castor oil and the coconut oil, so it really sort of nourishes as it's shampooing. It doesn't feel like it's sort of stripping away all the goodness. It's like totally enriching the hair and the scalp as well. So I thought I'd sort of dampen it down again and show you, just like on my hands, how well it bubbles up. And so let me just get it wet. So you literally would just get it wet and then rub it through the hands. Ooh, I'm dripping it everywhere. So you only obviously need a little bit when you're using your on the hair, because the hair itself will give it a little bit of extra lather. But you can see already the amazing lather that's come off of that. And then just simply popping it through the hair. Look how amazing that lather is. I actually can go for it. Amazing. So you can see how soapy it gets, which is fabulous. If you like quite a sort of, hang on, just wash that off my hands and dry them. So if you like quite like a soapy, full lather, then this is amazing for you. So yeah, so that's that. And I was sort of quite worried about what's it going to feel like afterwards. Is it going to feel sort of soft and supple like I'm usually used to? Is it going to give me that sort of smooth ends that I quite like? All of those sort of questions were pumping into my head. And it totally does. So the build-up of it is avocado, olive, castor oil, and sort of that enriching cocoa butter as well. So you're going to get that super nourishing feeling to the scalp. I literally have none of that build up on my scalp anymore. It's amazing. So if you suffer with like folliculitis or dandruff, all of those sort of things, it's going to really help to sort of soothe those areas. So like I said before, you all know I love coconut oil. So coconut oil has amazing antibacterial properties. It's going to help to keep that those sort of scalp conditions at bay as well. While also super strengthening the hair, coating the hair with a lovely protective layer. So my hair is quite sort of like wavy and frizzy and horrible, but it also sort of coats the hair and strengthens it, so it almost tames the flyaway without you having to use any other sort of products or setting spray or whatever you may use. I literally always have my hair up in like a bun or a plait or pony as I'm like doing my treatments. It's always out of my hair, out of my face, and I would normally sort of spray with like a little bit of hairspray just to leave it for like a long time to last throughout the day. And I've been feeling that my styles, and like even when I'm styling it with heat and like straightening or curling it, it lasts so much longer. And I'm also going through like sort of feeling it lasts longer throughout my days of like when I need to actually wash. So I used to like not be able to go at least 2 days. I'd like be desperate for a shampoo after 2 days. But now I can literally go like 5 days max, but I get to the end of like the 5 days and I'm like, probably should wash my hair now, but not that it needs it, because it sort of stays really clean for a long period of time. So yeah, so I wanted to chat through that. So not only have you got your lovely nourishing ingredients with your olive oil, castor oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, literally all of those lovely nourishment, but you've also got those essential oils of lavender and patchouli and seaweed as well. So the seaweed is going to help to strengthen the hair. It's going to help to sort of protect the hair as well. Like I said before, it's super protective, super nourishing. And your lavender and patchouli are super soothing as well. So if you are someone that suffers with sort of quite dry scalp or sort of irritated scalp, it's going to really help to soothe and calm that area. While you're in the shower, all of those lovely essential oils are starting to infuse into the steam of the shower and start to settle the mind as well. So it gives like a lovely little sensory experience. It's so lovely. I couldn't actually get over it. I feel like I'm like, I love it so much, but I really do. And so, like I said before, there is like a little bit of a transitional phase to get over, which is basically your hair just getting rid of all of the horrible sort of toxins and waste that you've been sort of allowing it to get addicted to. So I always used to put like a double shampoo, then a conditioner, then like a hair oil, and then a heat defense, like with all of this stuff on my hair, like what the hell? But I don't use any of that anymore, and my hair is so much better for it. So what I thought I would do is go and do like a little bit of a style on my hair and show you how it sort of looks afterwards. So I'm going to go and dry it with a hairdryer. So I wouldn't normally dry it with a hairdryer, I would just normally just leave it to dry naturally. But I'm going to go dry it with my hairdryer and then style it as I would sort of do normally, and just show you sort of the results that I get. So I'm not going to use any products, any hairsprays or anything like that. I literally would just the result from the shampoo itself. So yeah, I will see you in a mo. Okay, so I'm back and I've literally just styled my hair. I mean, I'm not the most amazing at styling hair, but I just thought I'd straighten it for you just to show you what it looks like straightened. But yeah, like I said before, my styles definitely last a lot longer and they're so much easier to achieve. I think it's because where you've got all the lovely ingredients that really help to strengthen and sort of coat the hair and sort of give it that extra protective layer, it almost like tames the flyaway. So I mean, if you struggle with flyaways and sort of like quite frizzy hair, and obviously where the weather's hotting up at the moment, you've got sort of that added humidity in the air, and normally my hair would be like going crazy, but this really helps. So the coconut oil in there helps to really help just to protect the hair follicles themselves, and also sort of tame those flyaways. I mean, you could even, if you're really struggling, add a little bit of coconut oil just through the ends as well, just like the lovely pot of coconuts in one of its lovely extra functions. So yeah, so I thought I'd just sort of show you that little process, but just talking about all the lovely ingredients. So not only have you got all of the lovely sort of oils, avocado oil, castor oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, so super rich, super conditioning. It's going to help to strengthen the hair. It's also going to help to sort of stimulate hair growth as well. So while you're lathering and massaging into the scalp, those beautiful oils like avocado, it's super rich in magnesium and B6. So it's going to help to stimulate the hair growth as well. It's going to really help to repair those damaged follicles as well. So if you're someone like me who's been using like conventional shampoos and conditioners like all their life, obviously your hair has gone through quite a lot of damage. I have like bleach in my hair, which is obviously not great for your hair, and I use like heat sometimes. So sometimes my hair can be like quite sort of damaged and I'll suffer with like split ends and things. But your wheat germ that's in there is going to help to really repair those damaged follicles and help to prevent split ends as well, because like I said, it's going to coat the hair and just to really help that protection. Coconut oil as well. I know this is a bit crazy, I've got them all coming in my head. Coconut oil actually has like a little UV protection as well. So as the weather's hotting up, the coconut oil in there is going to help to protect our hair from UV. So it has like an SPF value of 6. So 6 or 8 off the top of my head. But yeah, so I mean, obviously it's not going to give you the most amazing sun care protection, but for your hair, it's going to give you that little added bonus as well. So it's not claiming that it's a massive SPF, but yeah, it's going to give you that little added bonus. So like I said before, my hair is quite thin, and I feel like now my roots are just so much sort of fuller and healthier. I don't know whether you can tell, but yeah, like I said before, I quite struggled with my hair being quite thin and just getting quite greasy and dirty quite quickly, and I almost had like that build up on the top of my scalp as well, where I'd feel like it'd be flaking through, and I guess that maybe that's because we live in quite a hard water area, so almost as if you imagine your hair like the shower head. Obviously limescale builds up on the shower head, that sometimes can be like a build up of sort of like limescale, hard water, and also like all those chemicals and pollutants that we're putting on our scalps as well. They can all build up. So that's what I was really suffering with, and I really feel like I have like none of that. It's just amazing. Look at that. So yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this little sort of review. I feel like I've literally been like, I love it, I love it, I love it. But I really do, and if there's something that I enjoy and I'm excited to share with you, then I'll definitely shout about it. But like I said, there is like a little bit of a transition period, so do just keep going with it. I think I'm now on my like 3rd or 4th wash, and it does feel a little bit like, I don't know what the word is, I don't even, like claggy, if that's a word. like sort of like there is that little extra, you can kind of feel that there's a difference to your hair, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain, but not that it makes a difference to the style, not that it makes a difference to anything to my hair. If anything, I feel like it improves it. But that sort of transition phase and that clagginess will phase out. It's literally your hair just going, what's happening? This is totally different to what I'm used to, and I need to sort of, what am I doing? It just sort of is having that little cry out for, what am I'm not used to, I need my sort of fix of chemicals. So that's all that is, and that will just sort of like die down. Sort of everyone has a different transitional phase. It totally depends on your hair type, and what sort of stage of hair growth. Each different strand of your hair is at a different stage of hair growth, so everyone's going to have a different transitional phase. But obviously lockdown is the most amazing time that we can do that, so have a play and enjoy your little transitional phase. I've been really enjoying it. I don't know about you. But yeah, so for guys, gals, anyone of all ages, like anyone can use this lovely little shampoo bar. It's super simple to use, like I said, just work it through the roots, simply lather up. If you feel like you needed 2 shampoos, then go for it. I do 2 shampoos just because that's sort of like my habit that I'm into. So my first shampoo is sort of cleansing that first layer of dirt out, and the second shampoo is sort of treating the hair. I don't use any conditioner or anything, it's super soft without it. And yeah, I think that's sort of everything that I wanted to tell you about. Oh, also, if you sort of have like Asian, Caucasian, Afro hair as well, it's amazing for you as well. So someone that's quite thick hair, that's going to really help to sort of coat and really help to soften those hairs as well. So if you're someone that suffers quite like frizzy, curly, crazy hair, it's going to be amazing to sort of style your hair as well. So it's going to help just give you that protective layer, so that when you do go to style it, it's going to help to obviously set that style in place, and also help to moisturise and tame those flyaways. And yeah, I think that's everything that I had to shout about to you, because I just love it so much. And yeah, so I'm going to go and get on with my day, put some makeup on. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, and do let us know if you do experience your little transitional phase. Let us know how you feel. If you do experience like some sort of excessive clagginess and you sort of can't get used to it, and it's sort of not the result that you were hoping for, if you go onto the website, Sam is obviously the amazing skincare hair care guru, and she's giving you her top tips on sort of what to do. So she recommends doing like a rinse of apple cider vinegar. So that's all of her expertise, so you can go on over to the website. I've also written a blog as well, so you can find it on either on the sort of product section of the shampoo bar, the natural shampoo bar with seaweed, lavender, patchouli. You can find it on there, how to use all of Sam's little top tips, and also the blog that I've written as well will also be on the website. So you can go over there if you wanted to have a little read. But yeah, I hope you're all staying safe and well, and I hope we can see each other soon. Yeah, I think that's everything. Just remember, if you sign up to, if you decide to order and sign up to be on our mailing list, you get free delivery over £15 and 10% off the whole order if you sign up to be on the mailing list. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. See you later.